how much money did we make over the past few days. But first off, we're going to start and see how much money my $600 Coke machine made. If you guys remember, I bought this for just $600 back in April of 2019. As of today, it's made around $30,000 in total revenue. Now, the actual profit's probably about half of that. So my $600 Coke machine investment has returned about $15,000 in profit. Let me know in the comments section whether you think that's good or bad. Now, since the last video that we probably did, or you may have seen, we have finally had to increase the cost of these drinks and snacks and everything. Do me a favor, guys, give me some likes, share it with your friends. Would love to answer any questions or thoughts that you guys might have. These are the $1 bills that I've got from my bill acceptor. This machine, I know you guys have asked me pretty often, well, what about the electricity? What about the repairs? Well, the electricity, because this is like a super insulated refrigerator, it only cost me maybe $10 to $15 a month in electric, and that goes on the 400-ish that I pay on my laundromat as a whole for electric. So I don't really include the electric bills in my profit estimates. And I have spent a grand total of about $150 in repairs over the life of this. It's now empty. We'll go get the coins here in a second. We've spent less than about a week on this collection. It would have been the last time I was out here streaming. So hopefully the view's good, guys. Let me know how the video quality looks for all of you. We're going to start this stream off and go and just see how much this vending machine made. I am streaming on 2 social media platforms, so if you see me answer questions and it doesn't make sense, it's because I might be answering someone on a different stream. But we're trying this. I've got the world's greatest contraption of cell phones. So let me know if you have questions. I'll try and answer about money, business, finance, vending machines, laundromats, whatever questions you have. Hello to everybody. I will try and answer your questions, but if you saw the contraption I was handling, if you are able to give me some likes, share me with your friends. I mentioned on our last stream, one of our people a little bit ago, about a year ago, they were sharing my stream online, or one of my videos. And their aunt said, you know what, I've always dreamed of owning a laundromat. And the person watching our stream said, well, I'd like to start a laundromat. That's our money. Let me go lock this door quick. The aunt said, well, if you ever want money to start a laundromat, I'll give it to you. And long story short, that's how they got their first laundromat. So we're going to start off with the bill count. Do me a favor, guys. I got to change the value, add. Hopefully I don't screw this up too bad today. But give me an estimate, guys, in the comments where you think we did on just the Coke machine revenue. Once again, this is about 1 week worth of revenue on the Coke machine. Because we raised the prices, I now have a higher profit margin. We were at 75 cents. I hate raising prices, but I had to. I spend about 45 cents per can of drink that I sell. I make now 55 cents per can. So we'll start this off and see where we're at. All right, $57 for plug on the Coke machine. And one of my customers is here. Oh, it is Donnie. He's not going to rob me today. So about... If you're watching me and you can give me some likes, I'd love to. Oh dear, where are those coins going? Well, that wasn't smart of me. Alright, we'll flip this bucket over. Very scientific today. Did catch the guy who robbed us, and he immediately, it was a catch and release deal, and immediately after he got out of jail, he got on a live stream to complain about being arrested. So we got a really crazy video coming out on YouTube in probably around Friday. So if you want to get your guesses before we start, we are already at $57. So, see a question, would I own a laundromat that's about 5 hours away, different city? Nope. Unless it was making $500,000 a year and I could hire a manager, because you need to be driving there a couple times a week when you first start off. So hopefully this video looks good. Let me know how the video quality is, guys. Dang it. got a problem here. Which just got spit out. All right, Donnie, I think went back to the complex. So we, on just the Coke machine, are at 404 quarters. So I do know I can do the math pretty easy. This is $101. So hopefully you can see it. Yeah, we got robbed. I see that question. So yeah. All right, so we're doing good. Yeah, so give me those predictions or estimates on how well we're doing. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is go up, and we're going to see how much money our snack machine generated. Hopefully the video quality is good. Yeah, so that's just the Coke machine. I know by this point a lot of times we do multiple. Hey Donnie, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, fine sir?
Behaving.
You're behaving?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
I always do. You know that.
I don't know, that one lady that was over here was kind of complaining about you. I didn't believe a word that she said, but
Complaining about it.
oh yeah, I don't know. She was making some complaints. I was busy trying to work on my machines and whatnot, so
Oh.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and this is so the vending machines will be about 1 week. The coins for the washers and dryers will be about 2 days. Cash from washers and dryers will be about a week. It's whenever we streamed last. So there's my $1 bills. So how you doing?
You got that nudie dimmer.
Yeah, I got two that today. I keep getting more and more complicated as time goes on. People like seeing me collect money for my laundromat, so for better or worse, you know.
I know.
It's cheap entertainment for them, expensive entertainment for me because.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You know, they ain't doing anything with them guys that busted in that machine.
Huh? Yeah. They waited.
They bound it over to big court, didn't they?
I think so. He got arrested on July the 25th. He was staying at some friend's house on.
I went to court over the girl.
Yeah, the girl, and she pleaded out.
Oh, she pleaded out?
Yeah. They didn't have you go upstairs for municipal court, did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
I went over, but that was all right. I just.
Yeah, they said because they had charged her with felony tampering.
Yeah.
And she took like 20 or 30 bucks. So they, from my understanding, they decreased it from felony tampering to vandalism, but they put her back in jail. The guy, on the other hand, I think that he still got felony tampering. They took him to jail, served him a summons.
I know him.
Well, yeah, that happened about a week ago. That was July the 25th when they got him. They've been looking at him since July the 4th.
I ain't know nothing about that yet. I
Yeah.
ain't got no skinny on that yet.
Yeah, I don't know. His mom actually is one of the many people that turned him in. She sent me a message saying, hey, this is my son Tim. She told me, you know, what his situation was, how he was on drugs, he had robbed him. We were the third business he stole money from on July the 4th. He went down to Speedway or Circle K or Pilot or something, and he robbed them too. He got me for probably more money than anybody else, but when he went down to the Pilot, they ran him out of the store or whatever. He stole like 20 bucks. But he's in a lot of trouble, and I'm kind of curious if the people he was.
I'll bet you what she's doing. She got him all the way out.
Huh?
She's doing the paperwork on his ass.
Yeah, a lot of people ratted him out because they're friends with him. They know he's got addicted to drugs. He's gone through and robbed a lot of his former friends, so it's one of those. What?
I don't know what people see in that stuff.
I don't know.
I can't do it. I might drink a little bit. But
Yeah, I don't understand the appeal.
Do a whole lot of drinking.
Yeah, that would be a lot of drinking.
But I don't want to see what people see.
Yep.
They get out there and get high,
Yeah.
get in all kinds of trouble,
Yep.
and don't know what the hell they're doing.
7.
Well,
Yeah.
Brandon, you have a good day.
All right, you too. Fine, sir.
Walk through every now and then, check, see what's going on.
What? Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
You know, I know you do.
Yeah, I do. I really do.
If I catch something going on, you know what I do.
I know you call the cops on them, which I truly appreciate.
Because you can have somebody watching it, Mr. Weapon.
Yeah, I have a couple people that come over and check on it. Yeah, no, I don't think anybody does it as much as you do, though.
No, I come over about every day.
Yeah, you're pretty much over here every day. I even see you on the cameras at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning when I can't sleep.
That's when they go do the dirty shit.
Yeah, it typically is.
You get a
So.
lot of druggies out there running the streets
Yep.
at that time of the morning.
Yep, it's awful. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Hey, you have a good one, brother.
All right.
I got to do some laundry later, but not right now.
All right, cool. All right. So this is for the snack machines alone. We're at $57 just for. I'll clean this off. It's $57 just for the drink machines, which is pretty good for a week. The snacks we are at. Nice, $52. So that money's bundled in. We'll just hide this in the refrigerator real quick so if someone comes into the laundromat, they won't immediately know where it is. I see a question. VOR Gaming 130. How much do you need to start a laundromat? Can you do? You could legitimately start a laundromat with no money out of pocket. I would like to see you save up $20,000. Just because I want to see some reserve. Oh shoot! I almost dropped that. Reserve capital. I want to see you be able to save some money. I've helped quite a few people start laundromats, or they've watched my videos and they started laundromats, and then they can't save money themselves. And it hurts because then you've got to figure out, oh wow, you've got to fix everything in the laundromat. Where's that money coming from? You can loan a lot of money, especially if you have a little bit of experience. But $20,000 is kind of that minimum threshold I would like to see you save. Reserve. Okay, I see a question. What's reserve capital? Reserve capital is just money sitting around on the sidelines in case something breaks. I think you can see it. This is a $100 problem on one of my washers that just went out. So the thing is, if you have no money in your bank account, how are you going to fix the $100 belt problem? So that's not a $100 belt. It's like a $20 belt off eBay, but then I have a repair crew that came in and fixed it. So, all right. So let me know how much you think that we did off of the machines. And here's a question off YouTube. On average, how much have you lost in profit with vending machines, goods? If the product expires, I probably have 10%, maybe 15% loss. But the deal is, I take it home and I give it to my family. Like, just because it's expired doesn't mean it's bad. It's just that it doesn't taste as good. My kids will eat anything. So, is it a loss for the business? Yes. Is it a loss for me personally? No. Oh, crap. I did it again, guys. Dang it. Hopefully it's hung up on a dollar coin and not something more severe like, a crack needle. But we'll try restarting it. Yeah, it's probably got a dollar coin in there. My vending machine will take dollars, but this machine will not process them right now. Nope, it's just a messed up quarter. It looks like the one that got damaged. We were already at what? Yeah, this is a totally damaged quarter. We were already at what, 150 quarters? I didn't hit the magic button that disables the error mode on there, so we'll have to add 150 quarters to the total. I apologize. Saying it just reset it again. Dang it. All right, cool. For better or worse, we'll say about 300. So we're already wrong. I get it. So $75 in quarters for the vending machine plus whatever's here. We'll turn this on and see how much extra we make. Because this is one of the fun things. The Cassida sent me one of these. This will count the nickels and dimes, which always got dropped from our old videos and stuff. All right, so on the snack, we're at 52 plus 300, so we're at 125. We'll say 125. I think that's a little bit low. So over the past week, we made about $285 off of just Coke machine, snack machine. You gotta get the compressor fixed in the top machine. So, all right. I see a question. How do you count the bills from the change machine as profit? We typically don't count as profit. But we use it to balance out at the end of a collection period if I have to go buy quarters off my car wash business or off of the bank, which I don't buy off the bank. Yeah, but cash isn't always profit. Yeah, my handwriting's atrocious. I need an iPad or something here. So if you're watching on TikTok, give me a whole bunch of likes. If you're on YouTube, click that like button at least once. Don't click the dislike button. So we're at an extra $15 in between those two collections. So that's an extra $15 that'll end up donated to charity. We're currently supporting St. Sophia's in Columbus, Ohio. They are a soup kitchen that helps people that are disadvantaged. They also help with medical care for the homeless up in Columbus. I really like their organization. If you've been on these live streams before, you've probably heard me talk about my affinity towards helping soup kitchens. So we're going to start off with the regular collection, and we're going to do the washers first, and then we'll see how much we made over the past about 2 days. We ran out quarters over the weekend, which is going to be great for our bill count. Not so much for the quarter count, so it is what it is. But business has been up so far over the past week to 2 weeks. I put out a full-length YouTube video with the June revenue numbers. I think we were at $68.75 or so in that month's actual deposits actually made to the bank. So that's how we're balancing it and reporting our profit at the end of the month. It's just counting bank deposits, which is useful. So yeah, I'd like to hit 10,000 likes on TikTok if you guys could help me with that. There's our first two Speed Queen washers, and I know I have questions. How much does this stuff cost? I paid $1,500 a piece for these Speed Queen washers. Brand new, they now run about $2,500. They are not near as strong or as durable as these Dexters. The Dexters are super reliable, but they're also very expensive. These ones are around about $5,500 a piece. This is the Dexter T400. These ones are around about $3,000 to $3,500 a piece. Those are the T300s. So, on average, how much do you make a week? I had that question on the last stream. We figured it out in between all my businesses. I'm hoping to be on track for about $7 million this year in total revenue. Well, rolling 12-month total based on the numbers that I did last month. So that's with all my companies firing on, all cylinders. We'll see what happens. I just bought some more businesses. Probably not going to go into a lot of detail on the video, but we took on a lot more revenue and a lot more payroll, which is okay. So, see a question: is it worth it? Sure. I enjoy the ability to run these different businesses. I like my laundromats. I like my laundromat. I like my car washes. I like my self-storage. Pretty cool running the news company. Fixing this camera a little bit. Hopefully that works. It's not really focusing, right? How do you pay your employees? Typically put them on payroll. I mean, I do that with employees. I do have a lot of contractors, like my cleaning company. That comes in, they clean and restock, because I think we've talked about that on a lot of the streams. I pretty much never restock my vending machines anymore. It just takes up a ton of time, and I'd rather do something else. So I pay my cleaning crew. They're here cleaning. They're supposed to be restocking every month or every week. I pay them an extra $10 to $15 to restock the machines. They're here for an extra 30 minutes. They make $20 to $30 an hour doing it. So they're here already doing my wash dry fold, and they're here cleaning it. So in Southeast Michigan, your laundromat charges $8.50 for the T400. That's insane. That is a ton of money. Wish I made that kind of money. I've heard, though, in Michigan, there's certain areas where the water is just incredibly expensive. Do you have a coin rolling machine? Banks are terrible with coins. I do have a coin rolling machine. I just never use it because we've just about got to the point with the local bank that they'll just take me dropping bags of quarters off as long as they're in $1,000 increments. So, how much the cart to start? You can start a laundromat for free. It's just a thing of where's the money going to come from to sustain it? You could buy, we had one guy I helped out. He bought 2 laundromats, legitimately no money out of pocket. They weren't making anything. He immediately identified that a nephew that was working for the old owner was stealing tens of thousands of dollars a year, so he immediately was profitable. But in his defense, my guy that I was helping, he had run other businesses before. I think it was his second or third laundromat. So with some experience, you can do a laundromat with very minimal money out of pocket. That I run into a lot of people that feel like a laundromat or a vending machine is going to solve all their problems. And my thing is I'd prefer you find out about how money works. How does a business work? Yeah, it is very, Vixit Man is right. Hey, Jonathan. Yeah, it's much better to buy a location that already exists because the finishing costs on a brand new location, you start with a shell and nothing else. It's about $450 a square foot. So if you're doing a 2,000 square foot facility, it's $900,000. If you go to a traditional bank, they want 20% down for a speculative investment like that. So now you've got to come up with $180,000 to start your first laundromat from scratch. And guess what, guys? You have no customers. You have to build that customer base up. So not doing too bad in quarters per day, day and a half maybe. So you have to build that customer base up. So how much money also do you have to run the business? If you have a location that's $5,000 a month in rent, which I guess would be a little high. Let's say $4,000 a month on rent. You're now spending $48,000 a year just in lease payments without making money. So those kinds of plans have to be accounted for if you want to start from scratch. Are there people there that do it? Sure. That's a good question. Am I checking my quarters for mint marks? Nope. I do have a device at my office that goes and scans through quarters, but we have not found any W mint marks yet. So. I have a question. Am I still considering expanding the building to have more dryers and stuff? Yes, I am. Because I really have to relocate this washer that's over here. Just because we are at a point where it's shaking itself apart. My crew didn't come in and reassure the bolts up, and it broke the variable motor control in there. I think it broke the solder free. Oh, thank you, Danny D Official, for all of the hearts on TikTok. Awesome. So we've got our washer money right here. So give me an idea in the chat how much you think it is. We're already at a little over about $300 in the collection so far, if we include the money that we're going to be donating. All right, do I own the ATM? I do not. What happened to the coin pusher? The TikTok wrapper came in and destroyed it. There will be a full-length video on that, I think this Saturday, maybe Sunday, depending on how far I get edited. But long story, we had a TikTok wrapper. He broke into the laundromat and destroyed it. We did a video last Saturday, I think it was last Saturday, about how I went and got Roman Atwood a coin pusher, and he's doing much better with his machine than I am with mine. So, all right, how much did we make off the washers day and a half? Give me your ideas below. 350, 256, 325, 125, 137. Now, got some good guesses in there. All right, let's see where we're at. All right, we're 49 already at $100. All right, 619. So we're a little over 150. If anybody wants to tell me what the total of that is, Danny D Officials, been a fan since I started on YouTube. Very cool. Been with me for a while then. All right, if you guys can tell me what the total is, because I can't write it down because I'm using both my cell phones. So, what's the total? All right. We got 1,300 people on here. Very cool. 123 bucks. You sure? I don't think so. We're at 619 quarters. 154.75. All right, we won't do that. 54.75. That means someone put a quarter in and they got screwed. If someone puts a quarter in and they don't put any more money in it, the washer will recycle after 30 minutes. So if we have an odd man out quarter, that's why. I know I've had that question before. Oh no, how do you have a extra quarter in there? Well, someone put an extra quarter in, they never turn the machine on. That's where those hang quarters come from. All right, now we're gonna go through our dryers. We'll do a dryer collection, and then we'll see how much we made in bills. And here's the problem, guys. I don't know if you guys noticed this. And of course, I have cameras all over here. Someone has already come in. They ripped off our fancy trash bag to see if they could get more quarters out of the machine. But yeah, Tim, the wrapper, did a lot of damage here. We actually have a metal fabrication company coming in to not only rebuild the machine, they're going to go and spend a lot of work on it. And because of that, I am not putting anything in here till I can put some like armored glass on it. I think I'm going to get 1/2-inch Lexan and then wrap the machine and stuff. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like being a business owner in the United States, especially for people who are using drugs. So. For those of you watching me on YouTube, let me know how the video quality is, because every so often I move the phone around and it says, oh, you're holding your phone wrong. Mr. or Mrs. YouTube is complaining at me. It's good. How's the video quality for everybody been overall? Actually, shooting with just the 2 cameras, we could make a 3D feed. Stereoscopic. That'd be fun. Hear the sounds and see the sights for Brandon's Southern Ohio laundromat. It's good on TikTok. Cool. Where am I in Ohio? I'm about 20, 30 miles south of Columbus, Ohio. Toledo's probably 3 hours from me. It's good? Cool. All right. Very good. All right, let's see how much you're doing dryers. Tell you what, I'll grab the cash while I'm out here. And that's usually when the stream starts dying. That's when I start counting the cash, because it's not as interesting. But it gives me the opportunity to answer your questions. I try to answer as many questions as I can on here, but now I'm watching 2 separate cameras, record, and angle and whatnot. Very good. I'm trying to be in focus. I don't know, these social media platforms, they won't let me use the nice camera on my phones, because I could go with ultra wide and it looks like a GoPro and it'd be really cool, and they just don't do that. They're zoomed in. We're in Ohio. I answered that already. Alright, so we're pretty crappy on the quarters. Which dryers get used more? It's a good question. It starts from that wall, and the further we go to the right, they get used less. Because people come in and they use my washers starting with that one back. It's just a little closer. So let's see if we can zoom out a little apart. You want to start a laundromat, but you have no idea where to start it. I would say try my laundromat boot camp. We'll have a book out soon, which is pretty much the laundromat boot camp. Oh gosh, okay. Chain crank this on. It's pretty much my laundromat boot camp course in book form. This TikTok wants me to sell books, not videos, for some reason. So it'll be out there. I see a question. What age did I start investing in passive income? I am not much of a passive income guy. I'm more of an active income guy. My renters, they're not passive. I have to work. My laundromat's not passive. Otherwise, I'd be out. I won't be collecting money. Only passive income that I think that's out there is dividend-paying stocks. We got a little bit of dividend-paying stocks, but that's my theory on it. Your mileage may vary, but I really want to try to be not the guy that tells you that owning a laundromat's super, super passive, because it takes work. But your time leverage, this stream that you're watching here today, okay, so we got some quarters left in here. This stream that you're watching today is 90% of what I have to do at the laundromat. So I would say my time is very heavily leveraged. So I don't have to be here all day every week. I got a crew that does work for me. They're very beneficial. That's why we're so low on quarters, because they already went through and restocked it. So good on quarters. We'll go through here. And I'm going to need your help, guys. We'll see how good you are. I'm going to lock the machine up, but I'm not going to, or I'm going to tighten the locking lugs up, but I'm not going to put the actual lock back in. So remind me, guys, those keys, they're in my pocket. So don't let me walk out of my laundromat without putting the keys back in. So, how old am I, Brandon? I'm 38. When did I start owning businesses? My first business I started when I was 16 years old. It was an online paintball business. Hey, Brandon, don't forget the keys. Well, thanks. I got them in my hand. And much to many of your guys' enjoyment, I did organize. Oh, the lock's already open. Yeah. I went through and organized the keys before I started filming. Do I do drop-off laundry? We do for commercial Airbnb customers. I'll show you real quick. That's a good question. We're doing about $150 a week in extra income right now off of Airbnb customers. So all of this laundry that's over here is an Airbnb customer we have. They have a few Airbnbs, and they're getting more right now. So we do pretty good off that. Good on the idea on the ATM yet. I don't own it though. That's the problem. We'll make a wash and dryer is the best to get for a laundromat. I hope you understand. I like Dexter, but I also like Electrolux. I don't have a ton of experience with Speed Queen other than the Horizons I have, which everybody tells me they're the worst. All right, we hardly have any money in here, which means that the machine errored out. And the bill acceptor there is kind of shuffling back and forth. Unless, if we're totally empty or really low on quarters here, it means we've been robbed again. So, I'm going to plug in my 1980s computer here, and we're going to see if there's something more nefarious going on. This is my diagnostic computer, if I can figure out how to plug it in. There we go. All right. See my little 1980s control pad. I reset it, diagnostics, view errors, bill jam, hopper jam, code 41. All right. Memory serves me right. I finally figured out that's supposed to go. I've only had this machine for how many years, and I finally figured out that's where the keypad reader goes. So now we're not putting it down there and causing all these jams. Sorry. We got a good number of people on both YouTube and TikTok. Cool, got 2,400 people. Or sorry, 1,400 people. 2,400 would be nice. Yep. So we did get robbed. The machine just had a bill jam. Shane must have been out here and cleared it out. We got a lot of money in here. So that means we're doing really good on quarters. So I know I had that question earlier about, well, what about all the quarters? So all of the money that comes in, it's not all profit. You're right, it's not all profit. But I've had to buy quarters off my car wash maybe once this year. That's why I have those machines that are over there, because when the quarter pusher's up and working right, we will not be buying quarters ever, and I will be able to count all bills as profit because we'll end up with surplus quarters. So, oh, please wait. Oh, we're in diagnostic mode, aren't we? Yep, in diagnostic mode. Have to clear that off. Okay. That should do it. Unless there's a button press on there. There. That's the anti-theft light. I mean, in West Virginia, very cool. Do not forget to put away keys. Thank you so much, Liz. Hey, Braden. Bro, what toy is that? So, we do have a graphic shop in Laurelville now that's going to redo the front of this again. I will say, I'm very angry. Not on this coin pusher, but I had somebody steal the video I produced on the old coin pusher on Twitter, X. They have 8 million people that have seen an ad. There's a paid ad for their financial service, their financial scam. Really angry. So they stole my videos and they used them to promote a scam. 2 pins that were hanging down, the Clovis pins. Yeah. All right. So we're going to close this up. So many coin collectors that would love to hunt through your quarters. Yeah, I would be willing to sell bags if I could get a little more than face value off them. I had one collector that was willing to spend quite a bit of money on buying. So this is the total for the standard. Oh, we didn't do the dryers either. Shoot. That's the standard. This is the Hamilton. And this is the dryer money. So we'll do the dryer money real quick. Let me know in the comment section how much you think it'll be. How much do you earn each month from this business on average? I'm hoping to end this year at around, I think we're on track to do a little over 100,000. I wanted to do 125 this year, so I wanted to be a little over 10,000 a month. I don't think we're going to hit it because it took us too long to redo the rental properties I have upstairs. But now they're done and they're making us good money. They actually take care of a lot of the bills here for the business. 625. About 150 quarters. About 35, 40 bucks. Dang it. Don't actually know what the scientific total was. Sorry, guys. I failed you again. Have I considered converting the laundromat to use credit cards along with quarters? Yeah, it's just that it costs about $12,000 to $13,000. I'm hoping to do that soon. Let me know how the video quality is right now. We're going to sort through the money off the standard changer. I'm going to put down 35 bucks for the dryers. So since yesterday, we did about $190 between washers and dryers. So that's not too bad. Shane came in yesterday at noonish. I have to look through my text, but around noonish he came in, and now we're at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I'm on Eastern Standard Time for reference, guys. So that's not too bad, but we're going to see through the bill counts what we did between last time I streamed, which I think I streamed last Tuesday, and now. So we're going to go through and see what this is just for the standard change maker. So value 1, add. Let me know what you think this total will be. Yeah, I do want to take credit cards soon because I know we do have some better, we have more affluent customers that want cards. Here's $6. Oh, that's $1. If I had a poker game in the back room, I'd do really well. I would agree, but I would rather put the poker game in the front room. I'd like to get that license from the state of Ohio. Hey, state of Ohio, give me that license. I mean, don't give me the license. Let me pay for that license. I know your political buddies. They locked all the small business owners out from having any sort of gaming machines. And then the state of Ohio got threatened with a civil suit or a class action. And then the AG threw his hands up in the air and said, whatever. All right, 82 whole dollars off that machine. So, okay, I'll write this down. 82 off the standard. 82 off the standard, and we're going to go through reset and do the Hamilton now. Yeah, see the comment about my laundromat being worth every penny because of the apartments upstairs, which I agree to an extent. I bought this laundromat just because I knew that I could pay all my bills just off of the apartments upstairs. So let me look at that video quality. All right, so let's do it this way, guys. Nah. I like the quality good. When you guys, to my detriment, when you guys see my face, my views go down. I admit it, I'm nothing to look at. It's okay. My wife and my kids love me, that's all that matters. But when you watch me, the views go down. So, we'll see. Hopefully keep the money fanned out on the screen. You guys can see this well. I'll go through and answer your questions. So if you have any laundromat, money, finance, business related questions, feel free to ask them. I'll sort through that chat before we start counting the money, because then the cash will be on screen. And you guys like seeing money, which I get. And then my retention goes up. So if I can help you guys start a laundromat, check out my laundromat boot camp at investmentjoytraining.com. If you need me to fly somewhere in the United States to help you set up a laundromat or do some personalized one-on-one help, I can do that too. Not really pose anything. I'm supposed to be meeting with Roman Atwood later in the week to go over some of his stuff. He's got some equipment he needs moved. And I think I'm going to borrow Aaron's truck because one of my laundromat friends over in Connecticut is looking for some Dexters that Roman happens to have, and my Connecticut friend doesn't want to spend $100,000 retooling for a laundromat. So we'll see. If hopefully, I'm really hoping that Roman's washers and dryers are in good shape. I think they are. Really, he needs to be putting them in his laundromat as opposed to leaving them out, but it's okay. Roman can afford new equipment. Chelsea in Connecticut, I guess she could probably afford new equipment too, but I'm gonna get her a deal. Roman said that he would take me up in the helicopter and give me a free ride if I sell all of his laundry equipment, so I'm excited. I don't know what it is with YouTubers and helicopters, but there's another video I did with a smaller YouTuber a while back. He did a helicopter ride. Super fun. They're also super expensive to run. Holy crap, $350 an hour for maintenance on it. Alright, so I do this good. 20, 20, 20. I don't like the sequential 20s because it means the lady from Speedway. Oh, did I say that on camera? But I'm told it's the lady from Speedway. She comes down and she buys quarters off and on from me. And you know, a regular customer, a lot of people will spend 20 on a washer or to wash their clothes here, but no customer comes in here and spends $100 in 20s. The Speedway person and potentially the one at the BP, they come down here at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning to get quarters off me because the bank's not open that early. So that's where I lose some of my quarters to. No one, I know I had that question, no one realistically comes here and spends $10 on quarters just to take out. They put sequential 20s in. It's aggravating. They do the same thing at my car wash too. All right, so here's the money: 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s. Here. Price to run most businesses. Mine has big equipment. Yes, it does. Do I use Speed Queens? I have Speed Queens. We hit 200,000. Oh, we hit 20,000 likes. Yeah, thanks, guys. Give me some more likes. Yes, the famous guy on YouTube. That's who Roman Atwood. The convenience of your laundromat is the apartment's figure has to pay for itself. Yeah, it does. How do I do taxes on it? I just put the money in the bank and my my tax person does it. Do I have to worry about bed bugs? Absolutely. It's why we have this place treated about every other week, at least once a month. How much would it cost for a person to open a small laundromat? Like I said, it's $450 per square foot if you don't have experience doing it. If you have experience doing it, you can do it a lot less. What's the best year profit-wise you had? What was it, 2022? I probably did if AGI of 330, and then I claimed about $500,000 on depreciation. So, yeah, someone in the comments on YouTube says about the casino at Lockbourne, which is Cider Downs. Yeah, they get a permit to do that. Oh, I've got a $1 bill here. How much does the course cost? It's $25. It's a very cheap entry point to try and help you guys that dream of having a laundromat. Just what's it going to take? What's the time commitment going to take? How much is it going to cost? Where are you going to get the money from? Those kinds of questions. Because I have people that have paid me for a huge amount of consulting time, and in the end, they didn't want to run a laundromat, and I felt kind of bad for them. Because they spent all this money on having me do training, and then they came to the point and they said, "Well, I don't want to actually do this. I just want to spend money on something and just to make $100,000 a year." Like, well, the laundromat will make $100,000 a year if you set it up right, but it's going to require some level of work. So, all right. Let's see someone. That it's lucky I'm not in Ohio, otherwise they would offer to work for me and rent out one of my properties, just you and your kitties. They should help you fix your pressure washers and dryers. I've had people do that before. It was the most expensive free work I've ever had in my life. No offense to you personally. If you want, though, I can hook you up with the trailer park, and you could live in one of the sheds with your kitties. That is a Trailer Park Boys joke. How do you get started? investmentjoytraining.com. All right. Let me know in the comments. I forgot, guys. Let me know in the comments how much you think we did on this one. This is where all the decent money is going to be and best tracking. Can you still do a laundromat if your credit score sucks? You can. I want you to fix your credit, though. Because when you go to retool, I want you to have a good credit score, otherwise it's going to cost you like an extra $50,000. But credit score is fixable. It's just a game. You have to learn how to play the numbers with credit agencies. All right, 365. So we're not doing too bad at all on this count. See some good guesses in here. $20 in laundry. Small coins. Access course. Do you do personal mentorship and coach? Yeah, I'll do personalized coaching. We do. I do our team, me and the Investment Joy team. So it's me and several other guys. We do about 20 calls a month. So we do 1 hour calls and we just go over, what's it going to take to get to the next level? What's your problems? We do these group consultations, which is fun. But I do one-on-one too. All right. 485. What score should you start with? Well, to get financing from any of the big laundromat companies, you need at least a 620. I would try to go for higher than that, but it is not one of those things where you have to have like a 850 credit score to do well. I don't have an 850. So, all right. Do you ever get counterfeit bills in your bill? I've had a few counterfeit bills, but they're mostly mutilated ones that should not have gone past the counter. So we've already done the 85 here. So give me your estimate on where you think we'll be. All right. All right, 1125. That's not bad at all. So we're right hair over $1,200 for the past week. That's not great, but 1125. We got another $300 in vending. So we could counterfeit. Can you take it to the bank? Nope, because why would the bank would not be in the bank's benefit to let me cash in counterfeit bills? Just kind of get screwed. And they pull the cameras and they get a felony. All right, so let me know what questions you guys have. I'm gonna go dump these quarters out here. How much is this laundromat? The original purchase price was $85,000. We seller financed it for $15,000 down. I took effectively a hard money loan from an investor buddy of mine, who I still have never met. Just learned to network online. He loaned me $40,000. $25,000 was used as rehab funds to get the place up and running again. So I loaned that $15,000 down payment. So I started with legitimately no money out of pocket. So we talk about things. That's how I did it. It's not the only way to do it. That's how I did it. So then after a while, we went and retooled with all the new equipment. That was $95,000 off Dexter. They gave me a really good rate. So that's my story. So I see a question on YouTube. What's realistic to get started? Well, that's what I did. Have you made a profit? Well, if I have zero money out of pocket to start this business and my income exceeds the bills and everything by $2,000 a month, am I profitable or not? I haven't paid off the original loan. I'm making payments on it, but you tell me whether it's profit or not, because I have this question pretty often on streams like, well, unless you are debt-free, you haven't made any money. I beg to differ, but he doesn't know. How big is the location? The area I'm sitting in is 1,000 square feet, which is really too small for a good laundromat. So I don't have a great laundromat. But when we blow out the wall, it'll be a 2,000 square foot laundromat, which is about what I need. Why did Dexter give me such a good rate? Because Dexter owns a bank. Alliance does too, but some of these laundry companies own a bank, so they just loan you the money they already have. So it's like Ford Finance, Ford Motor Company, Chevy, Toyota, all those big vehicle companies own their own banks. So what they do is they will loan you money that they already have, so they can give you a pretty good rate. All right, we'll see if this works. So if you're on TikTok, send me a DM. If you're on YouTube, I would say get on Instagram, send me a DM, or check the video description on the last video I produced. That's how if you want training from me. Otherwise, I'd say get on my Discord. It's free. I'm on there all the time. Yeah, the camera angle's not good now. Not great. We got till Friday left on these quarters. I'll show it to you in a second. Having a tripod with two phones on it's not bad. What's the ideal size for a good laundromat? 2,500 square feet. 2,500 to 3,000 seems to be the gold number. You start going over 3,000 square feet, you make less per square foot. So per square foot, 1,000 and higher, you make more money per square foot. So, like let's say 1,000 square foot laundromat is, you make $10 per square foot. Then if it was a linear progression, a 2,000 square foot laundromat would make $200,000, but it isn't. It's more like 250K. 3,000 square foot laundromat, if it was linear, based on 1,000, it should make, or would make $300,000 a year, but it doesn't. It actually is closer to 500. Then if you followed that progression, a 6,000 square foot laundromat is going to make over $1 million. Well, no, that's not true. You start to have diminishing returns after 3,000. What distributor do you use for the new equipment? Specifically, I used Laundry One in Canal Winchester. Pretty good guys. I've been decently happy with them. I will not talk about the distributors that I really did not like. When I called all of them, it's not to say they were the only good one, but I will warn you guys, when I called some, there were some absolutely miserable distributors that were trying to cheat me. We had one come in that wanted to put 20 top loaders in here. The dumbest thing I heard. You know, I had only been in the laundromat business for a year at that point when we were calling distributors to retool. But, you know, I think the guy should have his distributorship license taken away. Really? You're going to have me put 20 top loads in and they wanted two 20-pound front loads? It was ludicrous. Knowing what I would have known now, I would have blown out the wall, because Dexter would have given me the money to tear out the wall, probably put a new parking lot in. I didn't realize that they would have cut me a better deal than I got. I asked for too little money, not too much money. Yeah, there's a diminishing return number with laundromats, and it's right at 3,000, but you have efficiency of scale from 1,000 to 3,000. If you're under 1,000 square feet, don't do it. Now, this is not the end-all be-all of all rules. I looked at the books of a laundromat in New York City. They were 1,000 square feet. They did $3 million a year in top-line revenue. Their net was only 350 to 400,000, but that was an insane one. They actually had a bunch of these 20 and 30-pound washers, and they were vertically stacked on top of each other. Now, they weren't Dexters with the soap dispensers on top. They were either Electrolux or Speed Queens like I have here, where the soap dispensers were in the front, so they actually had double stack washers up to the ceiling. It was insane how they were set up, but they were doing provable taxable income provable taxable revenue over $3 million a year. So, yeah, New York City is a different world. So there are exceptions to those kinds of things. If you're in New York City, a 1,000 square foot laundromat is probably going to do okay. I say probably, but I've seen some laundromats that do well. There's 3 laundromats on one city block. Am I slow today? Yeah, I had to kick a guy out when I showed up, though. It was this homeless gentleman that I normally don't have a problem with because he's here doing laundry in the past. But what about Stone Mountain? I don't know where Stone Mountain is. Stone Mountain, Georgia? What's your business day? You have to explain that. All right, I'm going to go just through and answer questions, guys, if that's okay with you. I might lock up the bathroom, too. Let me do this. So this is the point where I'm just going to go through and answer any questions you guys have. I've got the collection done. Let me hide the money. I don't want people to come in and see my bucket of money. Don't tell anybody, guys, okay? Crap. There. Let's be cool and don't tell anybody, guys. All right? I want to answer questions. Don't forget your keys. Thank you, Aaron, on TikTok. I did remember them. You didn't see the link. Don't know there's a Discord, though. You'd like to join. Yeah, New York City, very few locations have washers and dryers in them. It's like the government housing. If you guys ever look up here, I'll show you. There's a government complex right next to me, and they do well. Yeah, I don't know about Stone Mountain, Georgia, for demographics-wise. You have to pull a demographic study. Rule of thumb is 1 laundromat per 10,000 people. So that's the government housing complex next door to my laundromat. When they built it in the 60s, it's like a WPA program. They didn't have any washers and dryers in there because poor people don't need to be clean. I'm saying that as a joke towards the government, that's not my thoughts. But the government evidently in the 1960s thought that, which is insane. So I need to lock this up. Should you buy a vending machine at 14? Sure. I actually have a vending machine product coming out for kids so they can start their own first vending machine for 50 bucks. Where did I put those stupid keys? My goodness. Got distracted. How long do you spend each of your laundromats per day? I just have this one now. I sold the other two because they were just not ever going to make money. We have been streaming for 53 minutes so far today. So, an hour? I can go home now, but it's not worth it because you guys are watching and I want to answer questions. I've had this laundromat for 5 years. So when people come in and they want my help for laundromat consultation, starting one, my general recommendation is you need to be at your laundromat every single day for the first month, 2-3 hours a day. There's the keys. What do you do at home or work? No, I play with my kids, swim, ride my bike with my kids. Just got a nice, decent e-bike, so I took my 5-year-old out last night and we biked down the road. So pretty much my home time is stuff with my kids or my wife. But usually if it's something with my wife, my kids are involved. We go to the park or whatever. How affordable housing has changed over the years. Your dad works on it. So different areas. Yeah. That apartment complex next door is essentially free because it's all government subsidized housing, which is okay. But the way the government works is if you sell crack, there's a very legal way to sell crack out of government housing projects, and they can't do anything to you. Don't time by those keys there either. I'm not going to go and explain to you how you sell crack out of a government project, but it's not difficult to do. I've talked about it with their legal consultation and stuff, and they hate it. The project managers over there at Clifton Towers, they're wonderful people. I love them to death. Very great people working with government housing over there. The problem is they get caught in this legal box of being able to what they can and can't do, and it's miserable. Shady Bro is new to the channel. So I'm still looking into Xenia. I would like to be in Xenia. I think we're going to start. I would like to start expanding west from Circleville. So it's going to be probably starting off with Washington Courthouse and going that way. So to keep the laundromat open while I leave. Yeah, I mean, it's open up 24 hours a day now. So. All right, what's the average turnaround time from finding a laundromat to closing on the deal? I don't know. It just depends on what it is. I've seen people close within 3 days. I've seen people spend 2 years in due diligence trying to figure out their laundromat deal. It just really varies. Your office is in Xenia. Cool. I've been to Xenia several times. With me driving to Chicago every month, I drive right outside Xenia on 70 pretty often. Do I have a worker in here? We do contract labor, so I have a cleaning company I hire. And they do my cleaning, and it's pretty good. These chairs are old, so they don't look the greatest. You have a good love offering Courthouse, Yeah, I'm looking for more properties right now in Courthouse and Circleville, so Fayette and Pickaway County. What state am I in? I'm in Central Ohio. Did I look into a car wash in Canal Winchester? I would like to buy all the car washes in Canal Winchester. I need to let the dust settle because they just built an express tunnel there right off of 33. Okay, do you want to do in Xenia? I want to buy more rental properties. We're about ready to liquidate most, if not all, of my investors that I had signed on for my rental properties over the last 6, 7, 8 years. So now I'm at a point where I'm going to just go get more properties for myself. How much do I make off YouTube? My lifetime earnings since 2019, since I first went viral, is $178,000, $79,000. We include affiliate promotions, shout outs for brands, products I have sold off YouTube. That's another $750,000. So all in on social media, probably throw some TikTok money in there. I've probably made $30,000, $40,000 off TikTok just by itself. Probably a little low, 1.05, maybe 1.1 million. So the countless laundry near you has new vending machines and TVs makes me go there when you wash your dryer. Yeah, I need to. I really would like to make this place nicer, but I just need more money and more time. Am I technically on call when customers are having change machine issues? I am not. I don't have I have a administrative assistant or administrative manager. She will dispatch somebody if there's an emergency. I get the phone call, text copies. So like when we had when this machine got robbed on the 4th of July. Hey, America. When we got robbed on this machine, the police called me at 3 o'clock in the morning, so that was better. That's worse. So you question Marvel, DC, Star Wars. I am more of a Star Trek guy. So, hi, Fire Spitter 194. So you're a real estate appraiser and agent. You're very familiar and you love to collaborate. Yeah, the big thing is find me some off-market property deals. I have access to the MLS still because I'm still a licensed agent in the state of Ohio. It's a situation where I want off-market properties. Would I ever open a McDonald's? I would love to, but you need $3 million liquid. How much have I made off selling the course? Everything on that end, that was about probably $250,000 to $270,000, which is really disappointing. I would have loved to make more. Yeah, I am much more of a Star Trek guy than I am Star Wars or any other kind of sci-fi. What happened to my machine? A rapper off TikTok came in. He either threw a giant boulder through it or he did the, I shouldn't say because that's criminal tool. He took a thing that breaks tempered glass and he broke it, so. Were I ever scared to make a move on an investment? Probably not. Nothing's really scared me. How much would you sell this for right now? Probably $300,000. Because I would like to have the laundromat up in Circleville or the laundromat up in Asheville because they're close to where I live. Because I live in Circleville. I just would like something close to me because this is 45 minutes away from my house. If I got the right price, I would liquidate all my investments here in Chillicothe. I've still got about 30 properties down here. We did sell the trailer park, but I got my laundromat and everything else. So if I could get like 1.5, maybe 1.7 million, I would just sell out of everything I have in Chillicothe. What's my thought on storage facilities? I like my storage facility. Cap rates are way too low right now. They won't even pay for debt service. Most of them won't. And it's a situation where don't ever buy anything if you're going to run negative cap rates. We did a video with a strip mall investor, Ash Patel, out of Cincinnati, Ohio, real recently. And I was asking him, like, how do you buy these $5, $10, $20 million strip malls? And he says, well, you just buy them at zero cash flow, but all the bills are paid. You're not losing money. You're not making much money either. But you're buying them at zero cash flow, and then everything's upside from there on. It's like, really? So you're spending $10 million on investment, and you're not losing money? Oh, no. I would never buy an investment that doesn't make money. So, wow. Most storage facility owners I talk to, or investors that want to buy storage facilities, they want to buy them at negative cash flow rates and then just increase the rent, which to me seems like idiocy, because then you're going to increase your vacancy rate. And if you're at market pricing and you haven't done a competitor survey, everybody's going to move out on you. Would I sell it to you if you put $150K down? I might. I would need to know where you live. Because if you're wanting to buy this specific laundromat off of me and run it remotely, you're going to fail. Because you do need to have somebody local to run it that will not steal from you. But if you're dead serious on giving me $150,000 for this laundromat down and having me carry the remaining balance, I'm not going to say no. So send me a DM on TikTok or Instagram. Ever thought about building a ground-up apartment? Yes, I own 3 parcels here in Chillicothe, Ohio, where I would like to build a brand new apartment complex. And I'd like to show you guys why housing's so unaffordable in the United States. I'd like to show you all the BS fees the government charges you. Because I've had big real estate developers ask me, beg me to cover their stories about how they were being held at gunpoint by a local municipality in central Ohio, saying, if you don't write us a check right now for $250,000, we're not going to turn on the water to your apartment complex. Even though they had a contract saying that connection turn on was going to be $10,000. Would I take $1.5 million for it? Sure. Sure. Would I rather own just laundromats or just car washes? Either one would be fine for me. It would be mostly based on location and how much money they make, potentially. Is that my laundromat in Ohio? Yes. What's the monthly profit? Right now, we're seeing about a cash flow on this laundromat, or cash flow is about $2,000 a month. NOI is about $4,000. Well, for my vending machine, I'll say either of those vending machines over there for $1,000. Am I losing money on any investment? I've got a quadplex here in Chillicothe. I'm losing money on. Actually, I had a call about that today. We're going to take a $40,000 bath on it when we sell it because it was the wrong property. I got too convinced that we had the skills to buy a shell of an apartment complex and fix it. And no, even if someone gives you an apartment complex for free, there's properties that should not be rehabbed. You should tear them down, start all over again. Would I take $900? Yeah, if you want to come. I know Dallas Plays on YouTube's making a joke, but if you want to give me $900 for this, you come pick it up. Why don't you do Airbnb at the trailer park? Because the people that want to Airbnb at a trailer park, like the old one that I had, would be wanting to sell nefarious chemicals out of it. So. How much money have you collected in quarters from last time you got? In a couple residential rentals, but no commercial. How you go find a laundromat? You have to look off market. I can help with that. But really what you're going to do is you're going to build a prospecting list and you're going to call every laundromat owner and if they're in bankruptcy or headed towards it, you're going to call the person in charge of their accounts of the bank or the landlord. You're going to build a prospecting list and a prospecting system. You're just going to keep calling for the next year. I mean, that's it in a nutshell. It's like there's no secret sauce to buying a laundromat. You can go on BizBuySell. They've got about 400 on there. Almost every single one of them loses money. Because realistically, if they were super profitable, PE would have snatched them up. Yeah, I'd probably sell that one for $900, Dallas. Do you wash or hire a cap rate? Cap rate you sell on average. So if you're wanting to do a new acquisition and business that's already existing, good books, I want to see a 20 or 25 cap rate on it. If you want to do some speculation and get a lot of upside, I would want to see something in the 30 to 40 cap range. And we did a video on it not too long ago where we actually talked to the #1 financing company for laundromats in the United States. I guess we only had a part of the video because they didn't want to officially go on camera. And they said their average laundromat in the United States sells on like a 22 to 25 cap. So have I looked in campground resorts? Yeah, we were looking at buying one. It was a side piece, but what would you do if you get like 1.5 million USD for an asset? In current asset, I don't understand, shady bro. How can you find my course? You just join your Discord, investmentjoytraining.com. If you're on Discord, hit the @ symbol on the general chat, Dean T, and he'll send you the link. So how do you turn a distressed laundromat into a moneymaker? #1 has to have good demographics, which means you need to be able to pull on a demographic region of at least 5,000 or 6,000 people with you as the sole source laundromat. If you're competing, you need to probably have it between 10 and 15,000. You need to be better than everybody else. Better doesn't always mean the cleanest. Better doesn't always mean the best equipment, but you need the best mix of equipment, pricing, cleanliness, aesthetics, and marketing. That's how you can do it. But the problem is, if you've got 3 or 4 laundromats and the owners have sunk $2 or $3 million into them, to be better than they are, it's going to be a very tall order, and it might not make sense. What's the setup cost? It is what it is. I've seen people do laundromat startups for $150, $200K. I've seen laundromat startups in the $3 million range. So it just depends. LoopNet shows most car washes selling at a 7 to 10 cap rate. That's why I would never buy one on market. Seems crazy anyone would pay that much. Yeah, because it is crazy. You have to understand, Tyler, on YouTube, you are competing with people that have had to never work in their life for money. They're sitting on grandma and grandpa's money or their mom and dad's money, and they can go out. They've got screw you money, and they will go out and buy a laundromat or car wash at a 7, 8, 9 cap rate because their investment advisor tells it's a good buy because they watched me or Cody Sanchez on social media, and they'll buy it, pay pure cash for it, and then they'll screw it up, and then they'll sell it off market to some guy that can actually fix a motor on a self-serve bay for a quarter or 1/5 of what they paid for it. So now you've got a guy that can fix things and work on things, and now he's getting his 25 cap rate on $500,000. So that's what I see happen a lot. It's not always the thing, but it happens enough for me to say, don't buy a market. You repeat again, you put in something stupid. Yeah, you probably did. What caused you to steer away from owning a campground? So I looked at one campground that had great numbers. Well, we'll go down this path. I looked at a really great campground down in Frankfort, Ohio, and they wanted $1.2 million for it. It was really nice. I just didn't want to spend $1.2 million on a campground. We had just bought the trailer park at that point, and it just wasn't in the cards. The one that we were really close to being in contract, it was in Indiana, not here in Ohio. The campground was attached to another business we were acquiring. We found out that the owner of that company with the campgrounds was illegally spending company funds on gambling. So when we were in the acquisition phase on that business, we had to pass on it because they were trying to explain to us on their tax return why they were committing essentially, embezzling company funds. And it's hard, to trust somebody on a business acquisition when they're already lying to the IRS, and they say, "Hey, no, we're lying to the IRS, but we're not lying to you." How much is the laundromat? This one was $85,000. Seller financed with $15,000 down. I essentially took a hard money loan from an investor for $40,000. Used $15,000 to pay the down payment on it. The $25,000 went to rehabbing it. If you go on my Instagram, you can go back and see what this looked like when we did it. Just hopped on. Been you for several years. You like my stuff? Okay, well, thank you, AJ. The set that you got there, how much? How much to start with from washer dryers? I didn't start with these ones. These are the new ones I got. These are Dexter T300s. I paid about $2,500 on them. They're now $3,500. These are Dexter T400s. When I first when I bought these are $3,500 to $4,000. They're now up to like $5,500 because I just looked at pricing. Sorry, Dexter. I'll tell the world what your pricing is because it is what it is. Dexter's not going to lower the price because of my YouTube videos. These are top load Speed Queens. They're junk in a commercial laundromat environment. These are about $1,200 to $1,500 a piece. These are my T30s, T30 X2s. I think I paid $7,000 for these. They have not gone up that much. They're only about $7,800 to $8,000 right now a piece. Very good dryers. This is my T900 that's down, unfortunately. My best washer dryer, it's because it was improperly installed. The install crew, I will give this dig against Dexter. They improperly installed this machine. They put it on too thin of a concrete slab, which I didn't know that you couldn't do that at the time, and neither did the engineers and the installation crew. But long story short, we think it has broken the soldering joints on the variable motor control that's up here in the top of it. I'm not going to take it off. Just trust me that there's a motor control in the top right there. It cracked itself apart. I don't want to spend $2,000 on it. That's why we're getting Com Arrow 4 because the motor control it says the motor control is disconnected from the circuitry or the control board on it, like the control logic. That's right behind here. That's like a $2,000 fix. I don't want to fix it yet because I think that we can resolder the joint in there. We'll see. Dexter's good. It's just my concrete slab down here is 3 inches thick, and the engineering diagram calls for 6. We're on a basement. They didn't do it. They didn't think about it. I don't know. What's the most you made from the laundromat in a month? We've had a $10,000 month in the past year. That was great. How did I find the investor leading you 40K? I'm just good at getting investors. I've got multiple investors that I work with in the process of buying most of them out. Just the big thing is there's a whole process to getting investors in the world, and it generally is you do a deal with a couple people that are investors. They're in the world of getting property or whatever you want to do. You do it for almost free, nothing. You build yourself a track record, and then you start selling that track record to investors that are outside. So as time goes on, you'll say, hey, I did this deal on a 3-bedroom apartment complex. or 3-bedroom house. There we go. My YouTube camera's sucking. I have a track record of buying property and doubling the value of it. If you want to do this with me, loan me money. And so what you do is you build up a track record for yourself, and then you can pitch the investments to investors and get your money. By the way, there are new card readers available for your Hamilton Commanders. They're ID Tech readers. They're way better than the Ingenico. We haven't had too many problems with the Ingenico unless people swipe their driver's license. That tends to break them. Some quarters are rare. I agree. How many businesses do I have? I'm up to 8 companies right now, 9 companies. It's the rental company, laundromats, car washes, self-storage, social media, the new company in Chicago, and then, there's one more I can't think of. Dang it. My vending business, there we go. Can you see a snack machine? You have a coin from 100 years ago? Good for you, Michael. The snack machine does need restocked. Probably should restock it, huh? I don't think I have these keys in my pocket. Okay. I do. How much does the machine make? Well, we just made $150 on the collection. So I'll pop off here in a couple minutes. Been streaming for an hour and 16 minutes. Cool. I've had about maybe 10,000 people on the YouTube, and probably 35, 40,000 on TikTok. Not a bad day. Over 50,000. Do you ever talk about bad deals in businesses? Well, I already did. I already talked about the apartment complex I'm probably going to lose 40 grand on. That is what it is. I mean, I'm not saying they all can't be winners, because a good investor has a much better track record than losses. But I've only had. I haven't had much to eat today, guys. I've only had, the one of the 2 laundromats that I sold, I took a bath on. I lost $20,000 on the one laundromat I sold. The other one we broke even on. I have this apartment complex we'll sell. I'll take a $40,000 bath on. I made, with the interest we're getting on the trailer park, we made $600,000. So I know that I have had several people get on comments on my videos and say, oh my gosh, you're a terrible investor because you lost money on the trailer park. I didn't lose any money on the trailer park. I just didn't hit the return rate that I thought I was going to. I thought we were going to make $250,000, $300,000 a year on the trailer park. And we ended up not making that. We'll make $600,000 over the next 5 years, 5, 6 years. Yeah, I'm eating my own supplies. I'm terrible, guys. I'm doing this because we're almost out. My crew should be here. I think they restock on Thursdays. I think we normally charge extra for honey buns. But this looks fun. It's not as enjoyable as collecting money. It's not bad. Hard reading questions. Is my laundromat for sale? I will sell anything for the right price. I mean, I won't sell my family, and I probably won't sell my kidneys. It would take a lot of money. But I'll sell any of my businesses or whatever for the right price. Maybe not the Chicago deal. I've told people I can't, I've been told by people, don't ever say you'll sell the one in Chicago. Because it's a big company. We've got lots of employees over there. So they don't want to go look for other jobs. Good group of guys. Let's see. I don't think I have any more chips. The honey buns look delicious. I'm sure they are. They are 340 calories of delicious ones. So, that's A lot of people watch these videos and they don't know how to stock them and they don't realize this pulls out and then down. This machine cost you $5,000. This one was $800. What's the best vending machine brand, specifically outdoor use? Do you have credit cards? I don't have credit cards on these. Outdoors, it depends. I wouldn't go with any refrigerated machine ever outside, other than a non-glass front machine like a Dixie Narco or a Royal. Howdy, thanks for coming to the laundromat.
How much is the big one here?
That one's down right now. It's normally $9. Everything's priced the same on weight. So if you want to use the two 30 pounds that are on this side or the other side, they're $4.50, so it works out to the same price. Yep. Hopefully they'll get it fixed in the next couple weeks. I hate the fact it's down because that's my best washer by far. Huh? Yep. This is the only laundromat though. I wouldn't mind if Bright & Clean sold to me, but that's probably not going to happen. The laundry machines and everything come with purchase $300,000. Yeah. Everything that's here, including the 2 apartments upstairs, whatever. Personalized, does not come with the artwork on the wall. Yeah, I just put more quarters in it, so you're good to go on that machine too. Yep. You want a free snack out of here?
I don't care.
What? Well, chips, got Bugles, Chex Mix, Honey Buns. Huh? Bugle's fine. Okay. There you go.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks for coming. Looks pretty good. Yeah, pretty slow for a little slow for a Tuesday, isn't it? Yep. Thanks for coming.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, if you want to buy this off Matt Cox, it would be like 10 grand. Go check his stuff out. You have the Taki shirt. Yeah, if you want to buy it, that's fine. I've had one person on one of these streams get real serious about buying, but nothing came of it. I think they thought their rich uncle was going to give them all the money for it. So, how much is new coin pusher? About $1,500. So, all right. Now I'm just everybody's just begging for money at this point. All right, we'll put this down. All right, cool. What's the right price for what? I mean, $300,000 for the laundromat. The last collection, I think we did $2,400. So, and that was right at, I think, the 1st of August. So with the $1,300 we have right now, we're at mostly $4,000 for the month. Probably a little bit of an anomaly, but whatever. How much would it cost if you had to start from scratch today? For this laundromat, I mean, I could do the same thing again, no money out of pocket. So why in the freezer? I don't know. I didn't see any money in the freezer, guys. You can tell me I'm wrong here, but there's no money in the freezer. I don't know what you're talking about. It's just a normal, average, everyday freezer. We got chocolate in the refrigerator, so it's all nothing in the freezer. I don't know what you guys are talking about. So thoughts on arcade routes, you can do well. All right, guys, if you have any questions, just send me a DM on either Instagram or TikTok. I'm going to get off of here and head back to Circleville. Got some calls I got to do. So, all right, if you're serious about something, just send me a DM on there. Or get a hold of me on Discord. If you send me a DM, I'll send you a link to the Discord. It should be on my link tree, but I'm not sure. So, all right, thank you guys, all of you that watch me on YouTube. I truly appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, watch every single video I ever produce, because if you don't, the algorithm will start hating me. So I appreciate every single one of you that checked out the video on YouTube today. Thank you so much.